Welcome to English Stories Journey. Listen, relax, and grow your English with every story.
Long ago, before people had houses and cities, the world was very different. The sky was bright, the sea was wide, and the islands were full of tall green trees. The wind sang in the leaves, and the waves danced on the shore. But the people were not happy. Every morning the sun rose in the east and crossed the sky very fast. Before people could finish their work, the sun was already gone. The day ended too soon. The people said, "Oh no, the sun moves too quickly. We cannot fish. We cannot dry our clothes. We cannot cook our food before it becomes dark." They tried to work faster, but it was never enough. When the women began to dry food in the sun, the day ended before the food was ready. When the fishermen went to sea, the sun went down before they could catch many fish. When the children played outside, the darkness came too soon. Everyone felt tired and sad. One day, a young demigod named Maui sat on a rock near the ocean. He watched the red sun slide down into the water again. The sky turned orange, then purple, then dark blue. Maui frowned. "The day is already over," he said. "It feels like it just began." His mother Hina was sitting beside him. She was making cloth from flax fibers. The light faded quickly, and she sighed. "Oh, Maui, I cannot finish my work before night comes. The sun is too fast." Maui looked at the unfinished cloth in her hands. It was still wet. It needed more time in the light. "Why is the sun in such a hurry?" Maui asked. "Why can't it stay longer in the sky?" Hina smiled softly. "The sun is powerful and proud. No one can tell it what to do." But Maui kept thinking. He was clever and curious. He often asked questions that others were afraid to ask. He watched his mother working in the dim light. He saw how hard people worked every day and how unhappy they were when the night came too soon. Then Maui stood up. His eyes were full of fire and courage. "I will make the sun slow down," he said. Hina looked at him with surprise. "Maui, my son, that is impossible. The sun is too hot and too strong. You cannot fight it." But Maui only smiled. "Mother, you always say I am clever. I will find a way." He looked at the mountain in the distance, where the sun rose each morning. It was far away, glowing red and gold at dawn. He imagined catching the sun, just like catching a bird in a net. That night, Maui sat by the fire and thought. The stars shone above him, and the sound of waves filled the air. His brothers laughed nearby, but Maui did not join them. His mind was busy. "How can I make the sun slow down?" he whispered to himself. "Maybe I can catch it. Maybe I can tie it up with ropes." The idea made him smile. It was crazy, but maybe it could work. The next morning, when the first light touched the island, Maui watched the sun race across the sky again. He saw the shadows move quickly, like running animals. He saw the people hurry with their work. He clenched his fists. "No," he said, "this must change. People need more time to live, to work, to rest." He felt the power of the ocean wind in his hair. He felt the strong earth under his feet. He was not just a man, he was a demigod, born from a god and a human woman. He had magic in his blood and courage in his heart. "I will catch the sun," he said again, louder this time. The birds in the trees stopped singing. The sea became quiet for a moment, as if it was listening. Then Maui smiled. "Yes," he said, "I will do it." The next morning, Maui woke up early. The sky was still dark, and the stars were shining. He looked to the east and saw the first light of dawn. The sun rose quickly, bright and strong, running across the sky just like before. Maui watched it and said to himself, "Soon I will catch you. You will not run so fast anymore." He went to find his brothers. They were sitting by the river, fixing their fishing nets. The sound of water and birds filled the air. "Brothers," Maui called, "I have an idea. We must talk." His brothers looked up. There were 4 of them, strong men with brown skin, dark hair, and kind eyes. They loved Maui, but they also knew he liked to make trouble. "What is it this time, Maui?" one of them said with a smile. "Another trick?" Maui shook his head. "No, not a trick. A great plan." He sat down beside them and spoke seriously. "The sun moves too fast. People cannot finish their work. The days are too short. We must stop this." His brothers laughed. "Stop the sun? You must be joking." "I am not joking," Maui said. His voice was calm, but strong. "We will catch the sun and make it move slower." The brothers stopped laughing. They looked at him with wide eyes. "Catch the sun?" one said. "It is too hot. It will burn us all." Another said, "Even if we could touch it, how can we hold it? The sun is a fire in the sky." But Maui did not give up. "We will make ropes, strong ropes, from flax and vines. We will go to the mountain where the sun rises. We will wait there. When it comes up, we will throw the ropes and catch it." His brothers whispered to each other. They thought Maui was crazy. "Maui, you are brave, but this is too dangerous. We will be turned to ashes." Maui smiled. "Maybe it is dangerous, but do you not see how our people suffer? Mother cannot dry her cloth. The fishermen cannot bring enough food. The children cannot play in the light. We must do something." The brothers were quiet. They knew Maui spoke the truth. Finally, one said, "If we do this, we must have ropes that never break." "Yes," Maui said, "I will show you how to make them." So the brothers went to the forest. The air smelled of earth and green leaves. They cut long flax plants and soft vines. They sat under the trees, working together. Maui showed them how to twist the plants into thick, strong cords. Their hands moved quickly. They sang as they worked. "Twist and pull, Maui sang. "Make it strong, make it long." The brothers joined in the song. Their laughter filled the forest. Days passed, and soon they had many ropes, thick like snakes and strong like the roots of a tree. Maui tested one. He pulled hard, but it did not break. "Yes," he said, "these ropes will hold even the sun." At night, they sat around the fire, tired but happy. The stars looked down on them. One brother said, "Maui, what if we fail?" Maui looked into the fire. The light shone in his eyes. "If we fail, we will try again," he said. "If we are afraid, we will remember why we fight. We do this for everyone, for our mother, for the fishermen, for the children." The brothers nodded. They felt proud and brave. Then Maui stood up. "Tomorrow we leave," he said. "We go to the mountain in the east. That is where the sun is born. There we will catch it." The brothers looked at the glowing fire, and the sound of the waves came from far away. The night was calm, but in their hearts they felt the storm of adventure beginning. They knew the next day would change everything. And Maui, their clever and fearless brother, was ready. Before sunrise, Maui woke his brothers. "Wake up," he said. "It's time to go."
The stars were still bright in the sky. The air was cool and quiet. The brothers took their strong ropes and followed Maui into the dark forest. They walked across green valleys and up rocky hills. Sometimes they walked through rivers, their feet cold in the water. Maui led the way, and his brothers followed, tired but brave. When the sun rose, it moved quickly across the sky, as always. The brothers stopped to rest under a tree. The heat was strong. "The sun runs too fast," said one brother, wiping his face. "Yes," said Maui, "that is why we must catch it." They ate a little food, drank some water, and walked again. After many days, the land began to change. The air grew hotter. The ground turned black from fire. The trees were gone. The rocks were sharp and dark. The youngest brother looked around. "This place feels strange," he whispered. "It is too hot." Maui nodded. "This is the place where the sun is born. Every morning it comes out from here. This is where we will catch it." They walked carefully, feeling the heat under their feet. In the distance, they saw big rocks. Maui pointed. "We will hide behind those rocks. When the sun rises, we will throw our ropes." His brothers looked at each other with fear in their eyes. "What if the sun burns us?" one asked. Maui smiled. "Do not be afraid. I will go first. When I shout, you throw your ropes. Together we are strong." The brothers nodded. They trusted Maui. That night, they rested behind the rocks. The air was hot, and the ground glowed red. Maui could not sleep. He watched the horizon, waiting. When the first light appeared, he stood up. The sky turned gold and red. "Be ready," he said. The sun began to rise. The air burned bright and hot. Maui held his rope tight. "Now!" he shouted. The brothers lifted their ropes, ready for the great fight with the sun. The sky turned bright red as the sun rose over the edge of the world. The air became hot. The ground under Maui's feet burned. The brothers hid behind the rocks. Their hands shook as they held the strong ropes. Maui stood in front. His hair moved in the hot wind. He looked straight at the sun and said, "Today you will not run away from me."
The sun rose higher, bright and angry. Its fire lit the black stones. The brothers covered their eyes. Maui shouted, "Now!" He threw his rope with all his strength. The rope flew through the air and caught the sun. His brothers threw their ropes too. Together they pulled hard. The sun shouted, "Let me go! You will burn!" The heat grew stronger, but Maui did not stop. His arms hurt, his face burned, but he held on. "Slow down," Maui cried. "You move too fast. The people have no time to live and work. You must listen." The sun fought and twisted, but the ropes held tight. The strong flax ropes glowed in the light, but did not break. Maui took a magic weapon made of bone, his hook. He raised it high and struck the sun's fiery rays. "Stop fighting," he said. "Promise to move slower across the sky." The sun was tired now. Its light became softer. "All right, Maui," the sun said. "I promise. I will travel more slowly. I will give longer days to your people." Maui smiled. He slowly untied the ropes. The brothers stepped back. The sun rose again, shining gently and moving calmly across the sky. The light was warm but not burning. The brothers looked at Maui with wonder. "You did it," one said. "You really caught the sun." Maui smiled. "Not caught," he said, "only taught." The brothers laughed and the wind blew softly across the hot ground. From that day, the sun kept its promise. The days became longer, people had time to fish, cook, and play. And every morning when the sun rose slowly in the sky, the people remembered Maui, the clever demigod who caught the sun and gave them the gift of time. Thank you for listening. Like and subscribe for more English stories.